Hello again. So last time I played, I got super stuck and had absolutely no clue what to do anymore, which kind of forced me to look up other endings that were possible, and I came upon this tree that showed all of the different things that people had found. So this is my attempt at finding these things in order to show them to you. So let's do this. If it loads ever, I don't know if this is gonna be any good. There is one ending that there's no way I'm ever going to play it, and it's at the baby, where you press the button and it stops the baby from going in the fire.
This is the story of a man.
We already watched this. It's the where you stop the baby from going into the fire, and then he says to play it for 4 hours. There's actually an ending that you get from clicking it for 4 hours. That is absolutely not happening. I can't bring myself to play it for that long. So one of the first endings is to just close this door and hang out in
But
here
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
and listen to
What
the
if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
How could he survive?
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
Oh, and there you go. That's an ending. Let's see. Also, the broom closet
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Enough to find the ending, because I'm impatient and a horrible human being. Also, if you look out for the computers, there's these input. Oh, they have inputs on them. Once you find all 4 of them, yeah, you get an ending from that. Here, I'll show you the, these aren't really endings though. I feel like you just
no matter how hard
you go on top of this desk,
couldn't find a trace of his
and then you have to crouch down, and then you can go out this window. Last time I played, I didn't know that you could go on top of desks because you can't jump.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map.
It didn't seem like an
until
option.
He heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Clearly someone figured it out.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure
this is so disorienting.
and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Drink it all in again.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
There's actually 2 endings in this part.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game.
Yeah.
So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
I'm in a tiny white room.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable, and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Yeah. So then it just plays this music for like, I don't know how long. I waited until the song ended, and I just sat in this white room. And, yeah. But that's the end of the, like, lyrical part. So we'll just go back to the beginning and go through the window again. And see what happens when we say
all of his co-workers were
no.
gone. What could it mean?
If I
Stanley
can get
decided
back
to
up
go to
this
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
goddamn
memo.
chair. Okay.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
The only, like, if
At
I,
first,
like,
Stanley
I don't
assumed
know
he'd broken
what
the
direction
map
I'm looking
until
right
he
now.
heard
The
this
only way I
narration
can tell
and
is if I
realized
look at
it was
this
part of the
window.
game's design all along.
It's the only thing that gives me
He then praised the
perspective.
game
If
for
I
its
don't, I get
insightful
super
and witty commentary
disoriented.
into the nature of video game structure
Alright.
and its
Yes or no?
examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we
Super
take a
fun and
minute just to
unique.
drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now.
Are you
What
sick
do
of
you
this
think? Are
gag
you sick
yet?
of this
No.
gag yet? Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
We already
Do
know.
you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh,
Okay.
now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other
I already
option?
did that.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and
Yep.
now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which
I would say
choice
that
was
the
the
song
better
is
one?
better.
Imagine
because
if you had
I
selected
found it a
continue
little bit
on your
more
first
entertaining.
playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other
Okay.
option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Oh.
Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the
Maybe I
game,
should have
or
done
just
this
sit in
one
this spot
first.
forever and ever. Cheers.
Anyway, yeah. Those are the window endings. I forget what they called them on the thing. Oh, the song and the voiceover. But they're not, like, actually endings, I suppose. Whatever. Now we've seen the windows, let's go find the other ones.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be.
The end
Stanley
is
just needed to
never.
get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever
alright.
again.
There's also one... I mean, these aren't really endings. They're more... Oh, here's the other input. They're more of, the window and the broom closet ones aren't really endings. They're kind of just little fun things that you
When Stanley
encounter.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But, you know, like little Easter eggs. So let's go to the broom closet and listen to the broom closet ending. Because I love the
Yet
broom
there was
closet
not a single
and Chris.
person here either. Feeling a
I
wave
can't believe
of
I just
disbelief,
didn't go in there
Stanley
long
decided
enough
to
to
go
hear
up to
because
his
that's
boss.
really disappointing.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back
No,
on
I
track.
didn't. Keep going, sir.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Still here. Let's go. I'll
It
use
was
my duct
baffling
tape.
that Stanley was still just sitting in the
What
broom
is
closet.
this?
He wasn't even doing
Pipe
anything.
rubber
At least if there
tubing.
was something to interact with,
We've got a
he'd be
wrench.
justified in some way. As it is,
Copper
he's
wire.
literally just standing there doing
is that?
sweet FA.
What is that? What is sweet FA? What does that mean?
Are
I
you
wish I could see what's on
really
the
still in
top
the broom
shelf.
closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Yeah.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm waiting for Chris. He's my friend. He's gonna come here someday.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring
Yeah,
it to
but you
find
gave
out.
me the
It
option to
didn't even
open the
occur to me
door.
because
If I can
literally,
open a
this
door, I'm
closet
gonna
is
open a
of
door.
absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Alright, well, sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Narrator
Maybe
Man.
to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go
Yes.
talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The
Yep.
broom closet ending was my favourite."
I
I
hope your
hope your
friends
friends
find this
find this
concerning.
concerning.
Great. Yep, there's the broom closet ending.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the
Oh,
job because
there's
of a
still
family
more.
connection. That's how stupid he is. That or
Yes,
with
I'm
drug
very
money.
stupid.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Drugs and hookers, just like Bender. Okay, let's move on. Let's see. Okay, we have a few up in the
Coming to a
boss's
staircase,
office.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's see. I wonder, because I don't know if I ever tried opening these. Oh, yeah. Okay, that doesn't open yet. I don't think that one will either. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this, because this was really difficult for me to get.
Stepping in.
Oh! Okay. So in this one you have to like back out of his office as quickly as possible. And then you get the escape pod ending. I wonder if the bathroom opens up like whatever. So you just go back through all of these places to an escape pod, clearly. It reopens all of the doors that you went through. Broom closet's still there. Believe it or not. You should believe it, because it's always there. Until they board it up and you can't see Chris anymore, which is just horrendous. I wonder if like time ever stops in any of these endings. I don't remember ever seeing those windows there before, but I never come into the room that way, so I don't see why I would see them. All of the computers still say the end is never. I already got that one. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh, and this door's suddenly open. And it's pitch black. And we're loading. Can I move? Okay. You are now leaving. Escape pod. Oh look, see, this is the window that you fall out of when you go down into the white room of nothingness. That doesn't make any sense, but yeah, it's there. So, floor 760. We have to go up 6 floors. And each floor is probably going to look exactly the same. Look, we're still at 433. It's a paradox, man. I can't see shit. I'm sorry. I'm sure you will see even less than I will after I export and whatnot. Okay. 757. And we're still at 433. Okay. 3 more floors. To the escape pod. This light is my only salvation. I apologize for the coughing. I'm sick. I'm sorry. I'm sure you can tell that. Everyone I know and their mother is sick right now, so it's no wonder I got a cold from something. Also, my phone buzzed. I apologize for that. Probably was really loud. Okay, we're here. Escape pod launch bay. I wish we could have used the elevator. That would have been... And we're in a giant black room. And nothing's happening. Goodbye, door. Why isn't... Why am I just... I'm just gonna walk backward. Someday I'll find something. There it is. Oh god. That red light is kind of blinding. Oh, we went into the pod? What's with the white shit on the bottom? And we're loading again. The end is never, the end is never. Oh, okay, that was the escape pod ending, everyone. Yay! So much fun. Let's see. There's also a secret disco. Let's go find the secret disco.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
We'll
it
still
mean?
look for all the input
Stanley decided to go to the
computers.
meeting
I forget
room.
which ones they
Perhaps he
are.
had simply missed a memo.
I like turning them off. I'm sorry. Boop. Oh, we already got that computer. One of the computers is up in the boss's office. It's the secretary's computer. Hopefully, maybe that one will be it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Okay, the windows are
he
here.
entered the
I've just
door on his
never...
left.
Clearly I'm a very observant human being. Okay. It's always 11:20 something.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Never a single person
Feeling a
here.
wave of disbelief,
Hello, Chris.
Stanley decided to go
How
up to
are
his
you?
boss. Oh no,
I've come to see you
not
again.
again.
All
I won't be
right,
part of this.
bye.
I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs
Yeah,
to
I
his
interrupted
boss's
him.
office.
Oh, let's see if the bathroom's open. It is! To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Wow, so clearly whoever the boss man was committing crimes and was also very wealthy. What a lovely painting you have there, sir. If only all of us could have executive bathrooms like you. I wonder if his secretary is allowed to use it. Oh, here's the next input. So we've got 3 out of the 4. Oh, and we can go into this secret elevator ending, but it's not really an ending, it's more of an Easter egg. And we're in the elevator, living it up, and my controller's gonna rumble. Or not, it didn't. I thought it did last time. Maybe it was just the screen shaking and it made my brain think that, oh no, my controller's rumbling. But just very slightly. Yep. Just riding in an elevator, hanging out. You'd think they'd take better care of the executive, but no, they don't. Well, that's about it. This is pretty much all that happens. You sit in an elevator until you decide to leave. Why would you shoot a panda bear? Business strategy is to shoot a panda. What a little bitch. That's the game logo that opens up when I open the game. The little icon. Alright, well those are those things.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean?
214-5?
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
This is uncomfortably large.
In
also,
fact,
there's a
this
camera up
keypad
there.
guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his
Oh no,
feet.
it's 284.
And so the boss had
What did I
assigned
put?
it an extra
2145?
secret PIN number, 2845. Yet incredibly, by
Alright,
simply
let's
pushing
go.
random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to
Well,
input
that's
the
false.
correct code by
You said
sheer
it.
luck.
Alright,
Amazing.
okay, whatever.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let's go find the secret disco. Boop. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So last time we went down here, we've gotten the museum ending,
Descending
where you go
deep
into
into
the
the
meta
void,
museum of
Stanley
meta-ness.
realized he felt a bit
Get the
peculiar.
bomb ending,
It
where you
was a
just
stirring of
pretty much
emotion in
die
his
no matter
chest,
what.
as though he felt more free
It's
to
like,
think for
it very much
himself,
reminds me of
to
Portal.
question the nature of his job.
You also get
Why did he
the
feel
life
this
ending
now, when
if
for
you
years
turn
it had
the
never
power
occurred to him?
off in the mind
This
control
question
facility.
would not go unanswered
But
for long.
there was an Easter egg when you
Stanley
go
walked straight ahead
into
through the
this
large door that
lovely,
read Mind
lovely
Control
place
Facility.
that looks extremely intimidating. You go through all these things as usual.
The lights rose on an
Turn the
enormous room
lights
packed with
on.
television screens.
You can
What
climb all of these
horrible
chairs,
secret did this place
BTW.
hold? Stanley thought
I
to
don't
himself. Did he have the
I
strength
don't understand,
to
like,
find out?
every time I walked up to a chair before, I just, like, ran into it and didn't go anywhere. But for some reason, other people were just like, oh, I'm gonna walk all these chairs and try and see if I can get up, because I can't jump, so clearly I'm just gonna
Now the
try
monitors
every other
jumped to
way to get
life,
on top of
their true
things.
nature revealed.
And they
Each
made it
bore the
work.
number of an employee in the
If
building.
only I knew.
Stanley's co-workers.
And I wasn't
The lives of so
so
many individuals
unobservant and
reduced to
impatient
images
in
on a
life.
screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom meant nothing. So sinister. Whoa, I lagged a little bit. Alright, call the
This
elevator.
mind control facility, it was too horrible
Hang out
to
over
believe
here
it
for a
couldn't be
little
true.
bit.
Had Stanley really been under someone's
Look at my
control all this
picture that
time?
never
Was
changes.
this the only reason he was happy with his
It's
boring
always
job?
the desk.
That his emotions
There
had
it
been
is.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
So when that comes up, you just gotta wait a couple seconds until the gate opens again. Broop. It's so interesting watching the screens go down. Isn't that crazy? I feel bad for the people that got fired though. Like, actually I don't, because then they didn't have to go through any of this bullshit. I wonder if all of the other employees went into alternate universes and all had this happen to them. So like every single employee on here is going through this same thing as Stanley. But instead of the Stanley parable, it's called like the Maria parable. I don't know. Just thoughts and things. So you go back to the light bulb button and you get a disco. And words. Yep. Secrets all the way. Never give up on your dreams. Secrets mode engaged. Secrets room 2014. High resolution secret texture. Secrets, super secrets. One of them says, oh, William hides the best secrets. Disco secrets. Yeah, it's a party, to say the least. I think this is probably like, this and another one that hopefully I'll be able to show you are my two favorite secrets. Just because they're so unusual. Super secret bros. All the way. Double secrets all the way across the sky. Once you go secret, you never go back. Whoa, that was incredibly close to me. Okay, so let's start the game again. Fucking phone's ringing again. Why is this one... It's like forever... Let me go up this. Alright, well...
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the
No.
Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to
I
your
don't want
place
your
of work.
fucking
Can
boxes.
you verify that this is correct?
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just, every time we go through here, check if the inputs are on those computers, and of course they're not. Okay, I meant to go through the right door.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct
And
way to the
then
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
To
well.
the
Perhaps he
cargo
wanted to
bay.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We're back,
Yes,
room.
truly a
Love
room
you.
worth admiring.
Bye.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So the cargo bay,
Stanley was
when
so
we go
bad at following
across on
directions,
this
it's incredible he wasn't 5
lifty
years ago.
thing. And then what
Look,
do you
Stanley,
do?
I think perhaps we've
You
gotten off on the wrong foot here.
go
I'm not your enemy, really,
up
I'm not.
to the
I realize that
phone.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all
It's
this
always
time.
been me.
There's someone you've been neglecting,
Always.
Stanley. Someone you've
Someone I've
forgotten about.
been neglecting,
Please,
Stanley.
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking
I'm
for
gonna
me,
keep doing it,
I'm
sir.
asking for
I don't care what you say.
This is it, Stanley.
Even if you sound like the
Your
voice of
chance to
God.
redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
She's been waiting.
That's her,
So you
Stanley.
go unplug
You need
this?
to be. Oh, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Did you just unplug the phone?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Oh god, I think there was blood on that. But it's just a red light.
It's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his
Is it
apartment where he
otherwise
finds his
fuzzy
wife,
white?
and the two pledge
No, that
themselves
doesn't
to one
happen.
another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
What did you see?
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What?
I can't believe I was
Yeah,
so
I'm a
mistaken.
real person.
This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did
That's
you not
me.
grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please
What?
observe this helpful
Oh,
instructional video.
I watched an instructional video. Oh.
Choice. It's
Okay.
the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Oh.
For example, in this scenario, a
Oh my God,
hypothetical
it's like
real
50s.
person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping
Think
improve
it's
the quality of
ties.
life for citizens of
What is it?
impoverished third
Why?
world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house.
Oh
Which
my
choice
God.
would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If
Oh my
you
God,
find yourself
no,
speaking
fish.
with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow
like
the
Mad
person
Men.
to face
Oh.
their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice
That's what I
saying,
do every day.
"My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Okay. Practice. What? What do I practice? What is happening?
Excellent.
Oh.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making
Why would you put your
process.
head in his mouth?
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
Do I
you
make more than 8 choices?
Less?
Probably
And finally,
less.
if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to
think
the
I
world,
will.
just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems
They
are
are. I think
materially
about that a lot.
insignificant, and the feeling should
It's really
subside.
mind-blowing.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an
In-
exercise to test
What?
and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Really?
Ah,
Oh!
welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
What?
But not to
Look at the
worry.
railing.
Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Man. Oh! What? Oh, the door opened. I thought he was pushing me somewhere. Where are you taking me? Do I have to go back that way? Okay.
Now that we know know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
No, it
We just
wouldn't.
need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
No. Are you just gonna, like, herd me into the right place? That's probably exactly. Oh, that door. Oh, no, it's. I'm imagining things. Do not tell a lie. If you're lying right now, stop it. Okay. Do any of the. Probably not. Why do I even think to do that?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Oh. Okay.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Look at this room. This looks so stupid. Alright, fine, I'll go this way. Goodness gracious. What now? Oh my god!
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
You're like having an existential crisis all the time.
I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
You don't have to. Oh, shitter. What the fuck? Okay. Oh my god. This sounds like a spaceship.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever.
He does a venomous voice very well.
My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
I went the way you wanted me to
what I tell him
go.
He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you.
Oh, can
You're
I
a
go up?
child.
No, of course I can't. Why would I ever think that?
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Oh, okay, bye.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Oh.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So what if I do it again?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Why did it start over again? I'm so confused.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always
Okay, I'll
putting
go
the story
to the door on the
first.
left.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, of course it doesn't. Fine, I'm going through the left door. Jesus Christ.
yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Well,
Stanley decided to go up to
let's
his
go
boss's
see if the
office,
boss
hoping
is...
he
Oh,
might
the
find an
broom
answer
closet's
there.
open again. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's locked. I'm sorry, Chris.
Coming to a staircase,
We're not
Stanley
allowed
walked
to go down
upstairs
there.
to his boss's office.
Okay. Oh, the executive's bathroom is gone. Oh, shit. Ow. Oh, God. Why is it green in there? It's different.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Why does
Shocked,
it look
unraveled,
like this?
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Hello? Nightshark 115?
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I can't. You can't hear my voice? Nightshark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
You know what? Sir.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect.
You've
The
asked me
kind
for
of
many
respect
things.
Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right.
No, I
You could
couldn't
done
have.
whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What the fuck is this?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
This is so
Stanley,
weird.
please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
What?
Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
Okay, credits.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine.
Oh, that must be William, who hid the disco.
I'll accept whatever
Andreas
you do. I need you to
Jorgensen.
take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything.
The floating world. Who likes to party?
I need this. The story.
Taggart.
So, you hear me? Are you
That's what
there?
Stanley looks
You
like,
listening to
everyone.
this?
Take a
Stanley,
good hard
there?
look.
Okay. It's okay.
Made in source by Valve. Wow.
You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Okay.